Act of kindness in the everyday world. I did it. I remember when I was driving just 2 days ago. Traffic was jammed. There I was in the middle of I-20, wondering what was going on. I noticed a car sitting in the middle lane with its hazard lights on. There was a female inside. She looked distraught. So I cut on my hazard lights. We were only one lane over before the emergency lane. So I was able to safely get out and go and ask her, what the problem was. She said she didn't know. Her car just cut off. So by me having my hazard lights on, noticing that behind me that I had enough safety room to move traffic over, I did it with caution. And some other guys stopped and they was able to help push her to the side. That's what you call an act of kindness. It is not something hard to do. Just as I'm illustrating up here, kindness, pass it on. That's what I did. I passed on my act of kindness. Act of kindness can help any bad experience have a good outcome. I'm pretty sure that lady had a good outcome. When you can do something simple or say the least positive thing that can have a positive change in the person's reaction, people go home happy. They're no longer sad because you provided them with some sense of kindness. What might be your kindness? As you sit here today as law students, you're going to have those practices where you're going to have to use kindness. Kindness in court, kindness before witnesses, kindness before the jury, kindness before the prosecution, kindness before the defense. Remember, it's how you present your case. Act of kindness represents attention, focus, reasoning, and outcome. These representations uphold value in everyday living through people to people. The reaction of the act of kindness is how it affected their lives, how it affects your life. You might say, the act of kindness teaches discipline. When someone holds the door open for another one. When someone needs directions or they're lost and they need your help. When a person has fallen, you help them. Act of kindness is all over the world. And you can use it in so many ways. That's why it's important that whether you get it through ministries, whether you get it through a parent, whether you get it through your peers, act of kindness will help you become and be a better person. I remember when I interviewed this lady. I noticed a lady on the corner of Church Street and Rose Avenue, and she asked if I had any change she could have. She was looking very sad and irritated. She said she was upset because people walked by her and they would laugh and they would say funny things. I thought in my mind that if I didn't have any cash on me, that I told the lady that I would help her upon my return. She just looked in disbelief and then she walked away. After about 20 minutes of my leaving the store, she was still at the corner. So I gave her some cash and a gift card to assist in buying clothing as I began to walk away. She said, "Excuse me, sir." That statement about me being mean, well, I realized everyone isn't that way. You made my day. And I said, "Thank you and be blessed." That changed her mind. So I went and I interviewed her and I asked, I said, "Well, why did you feel that way?" She just said, "Over the years, I've had my struggles. I was, people want to call me a bad person, but I changed my life." But it was the kind of change that put me on the street because of my credit, because of my record. I have not been able to achieve things to get me in a better place. But she said, because of what you did, it has inspired me to move forward and stay focused. I'll keep asking, I'll keep pleading. Maybe a different blessing will come along that will allow me to be able to get a job and better my life. I've chosen 7 acts of kindness over the past 2 weeks. Many were simple, but it had a positive effect on every person. I took my cousin to work who missed the bus, but made it to work on time. I gave a fellow student a ride because a storm was coming, and I didn't want them to get wet because they did not have an umbrella. I called a relative that I had not spoken to in about a year to see how they were doing, and they were excited about the phone call. My 6th act of kindness that I watched the godchildren one weekend as a surprise to free up the parents for a weekend getaway. My 7th one was my cousin told me he called a tow truck. It would cost $185 and he was going to spend another $85 for diagnostics on his car. But when he told me the problem, I was able to give him my opinion. He bought the part. He only spent $45 instead of the $285 he was going to spend. Talk about act of kindness. When I did research on Southwest College. It's a college in Kansas. And I got information out of Community magazine. After they were watching a movie, Pay It Forward, the class was split up in 10 groups, and they were instructed to find some way to pay it forward to the community and then present their projects to the class a month later. Okay? Some of the things the group did included visiting nursing homes, helping working families, renovate, and also helping a man who had a stroke clean his house. Paying it forward caused these students to react that while they were in school, that Congress helped in their community to pass a rule where they can pay it forward and it will be cheaper for them to actually go to college. In conclusion, as law students, acts of kindness is in your hands. What do you intend to do from this day forward to put a smile on your face? Why don't you try and say this? Look at your partner and say, I am here.
I am here
to help you.
To help you.
If you need me.
If you need me.
You just did your act of kindness. Thank you.